Hi, I'm Moselle, and welcome to my Once Upon a Farms. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. About 3 years ago, I became unable to function mentally, physically, or emotionally after enjoying a lifetime of excellent health. I didn't know it at the time, but I'd been poisoned, and in order to save myself, I had to dig deep to uncover the cause and understand how to heal myself. I discovered that my answers could be found in the wisdom and skills that were once common upon a farm in the form of making my own food. I had a lot to learn about each of the animal species I brought to the farm, as well as gardening. I'm still learning so much every day. I started this channel because when I would tell my friends about what I was doing, they wanted to see. They wanted to see each of the special little animals that I brought home to create the farm, and how I transformed myself from someone who was scared of power tools to someone who can build any number of sheds, coops, and shelters. They also wanted to watch me learn and grow, and these guys too. I'm growing into becoming what I call a responsidigious person. As you suspect, I completely made up that word, and you're probably asking yourself, what the heck does she mean by that? I'm so glad you asked, as you might be one too, and it would be great to know that you're out there. A responsidigious person is one who digs below the surface of so-called common knowledge or the status quo in order to become able to respond to the needs of life with accurate information. In short, I found out that there were some very unfood-like processes, substances, and chemicals found in most items in the grocery store. There are some severe poisons commonly used in the environment on a regular basis that finds its way into food and into our bodies. I discovered that I had been consuming and living in an environment that was mostly toxic, and it was literally killing me. I knew I needed to provide myself with my own food, but I'm here to tell you I really didn't have a clue how to pull that off. When I was a small child, my grandparents used to raise their own food, including meat, dairy, and produce. I moved far away when I was young, so never got the chance to learn about it at their knee, so to speak. It's bothered me through the years that we have let the knowledge of how to feed ourselves slip away. In order to start the farm, I, sometimes with tears shed, made sacrifices that at one time would have been unthinkable. I've been a caregiver for a 99-year-old widower on a fixed income for the past decade, and have had my needs met, but otherwise live very modestly and haven't had any real money to work with. We live on about 4 acres that he owns. As a lifetime horse lover, I sold my 2 beloved steeds, one of which I had from the day he was born to 17, to finance my farm animals and the supplies I needed to make them a home and this a farm. Making the decision to become a responsidigious person for my own food has set me on a path of discovery that I previously could never have imagined, and along the way I've met others who are eager to reclaim that knowledge for themselves too. I'm also doing things I never dreamed I would. I stopped smoking after over 42 years. Also, after years of struggling with extra weight, suddenly 40 pounds just seemed to melt away. I learned how to use power tools. They used to terrify me. Carpentry, building fences, and cages, all in the pursuit of having these delightful little creatures. I learn more every day about them and what it takes to build a comfortable and happy life for them. If discovering and hanging on to the ability to provide food for you and your loved ones matters to you as much as it does to me, then I invite you not only to join me, but to help me on my journey of reclaiming the wisdom of how to feed oneself so that the skills that were common once upon a farm are not lost to the past. And today I'm busier than I've ever been, and I'm also happier and more fulfilled. And I owe these little critters a debt of gratitude for more than just feeding my body. They, in fact, feed my soul. I invite you to come and let us feed your soul too.